What's up, guys? Today what I'm going to be discussing is a few things that I learned from fatherhood, generational wealth. That is what's on my mind, generational wealth. How do I put my family in position when I'm no longer here? My wife can still pay the bills and my son to be okay. When I was coming up, we really didn't talk about generational wealth. That really wasn't a conversation in the house. Life insurance wasn't we just didn't talk like that. And I said this on previous videos. It was pretty much pay the bills, go to work, get you a good job, retire. That's what your life consists of. And as I got older, I realized there was more to it. Us as men, make sure that you have life insurance. It's so important so that your family has something when you are no longer here. They have something that they can use, that they can apply to be able to help benefit their life. One thing that I've been thinking about, what I've been doing, getting with lawyers and see about getting a will, getting a trust established. But it's not always just when I'm gone. It's also, we want to think about while you're here. How do you put yourself in position so that your family can benefit from the fruits of your labor right now, not when you're in the coffin only. But we set ourselves up so when you transition, when you meet God, your family be okay, but you also want to put yourself in position so that you can be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor with your family now. So that's really what I've been on mentally. The Word of God says in Proverbs 13 verses 22 that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So not only do I need to put myself in position for my son, but his daughter or his son. And so that's what it's about. That's where my mind is, generational wealth. Thinking about, I look at downtown Little Rock and I look at how they have invested in downtown Little Rock. Different homes that I seen coming up, they look totally different now. I want my son and my family to be able to have real estate. So it's also about investing. I think that us as men, we know how to work. We know how to provide. We'll go to the warehouse, work 12-hour shifts, construction, whatever it is, but we have to also be educated into how do I make my money work for me? How do I use my money as leverage? How do I take $15 an hour or $20 an hour, whatever it is that you're making? How do I turn that paycheck into more money? I remember I was doing this temp job and I was just delivering printers. And this guy that I was working with, he was actually trading. We had a job to do in Fayetteville. And while I was driving, it was about 3 hours away from Little Rock. So by the time we got to Fayetteville, he had made $300 because he was educated. And because educated in what? Investing in trading. It went over my head because when I was coming up, what the goal was for a man to break his body down. A man works 6-7 days a week, take care of his family, go to work in the morning, come home at night, you go to sleep, you get you a good meal, and that's pretty much it. But what I'm learning now is that's not the only way we can be able to use our minds. We're not limited to just our bodies. That's what I'm on. It's just how do I use my mind? How do I allow the money that I make, if it's $500 a week, if it's $1,000 a week, if it's $300 a week, how did I take that and double it? That's what my mindset is now. So that I can be able to learn how to save my money and invest my money. If you don't have $1,000 in your account right now, if you multiply $20 times 52 weeks in 1 year, you got $1,040. So if you just put back $20 a week this time next year, you'll have an emergency fund. If the car break down, emergency, if you want to invest, you'll have $1,000 just off a Popeyes or Chick-fil-A budget. Well, that's where I'm at mentally. That's what fatherhood has taught me more of: generational wealth, investing, saving. Because when you look at the people that before you, can you honestly say that they left you something to start with? Can you honestly say that, okay, they left me $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 to be able to do something with? And if not, then you have an opportunity to put your family in that position. So let's make sure that we get life insurance. Let's make sure, let's sit down and create goals for our savings. Let's figure out, what are we going to invest in? If it's stocks, if it's real estate, what is it that you're going to invest in? That's where I'm at mentally. You know, that's what I'm on. And that's what fatherhood has taught me, to think about the future and put myself in position to work hard now so that my family would be okay. So I hope that that blessed you. Hope that you found value in that. And remember, let's get some life insurance. Let's get a savings plan. And let's figure out what we're investing in. And we know how to work. But now the mindset is, how do I take my money that I'm making from my job, from whatever side hustles it is that I have that's legit, and I turn that into double, triple through stocks, through real estate? How do I do that? And it's going to be through education. So let's educate ourselves in this season so we can be able to be better, and we can also pass down knowledge and learn skills because we can. Learn new skills because we can. Hope that bless you. Talk to you soon.